your life is on the line and you know that you're on an oxygen tank and they're going to put two in your head, see what you do. Because the bottom line is that me, I'm one person. I can never miss.
Guy's not being loyal to you. How could you be loyal to him?
Yeah.
And whether you're your father or not. So, but it's always been hard because it was my father.
The word came down, this guy had to go. We didn't know nothing about him until the last minute. And I liked him. I liked Billy. He was a nice guy, but...
Welcome to the show.
And I'm chatting with Staxx. I'm out of here. I'm going to Florida.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today I got Frank.
And they never came after us. So
right there, you get a clean break. You get to walk away.
Yeah, he made a good deal with them. He didn't go after nobody in his crew. He went to him, up and the upper echelon in the family up, and the other families. After I think he testified against Chin or whomever he did, but he didn't take nobody out of the crew. So he's a bad guy for what he did, but he's also kept us out of it. So it's what do you say? What do you say? And we just walked away. We waited. No indictments came in, and my father said one day, "I'm going to Florida." He goes, "Fuck this! I'm not waiting for nobody to knock on my door." And he goes, "We don't have to answer to nobody because that Jersey crew coming down because they were so disrupted because." Boss went bad, underboss went bad, 5 couples went bad, everybody was flipping everybody. They didn't even know half the guys in Brooklyn, even though we're with them, because it was a Brooklyn crew. They're not going to come knock on the door and say, "Hey, you're over here with me." They were afraid. They didn't know who was good, who was bad. They didn't know who the hell you were. And they were fighting indictments. So they never came after it. They never came and called. A couple guys had called when everything smoothed out. They got released. They got released. But a couple of high echelon guys got called in. But everybody else, we walked away. So my father said, "We're going to go to Florida." I said, "Let's go." He goes, "They come knocking, don't answer." And that was it. That 22 years ago and other things. Don't forget, we always had, the porno business. So we've been in the porno business since 1969. So we still had the porno business for a few more years. And then we went into the porno video business after that. So we always had something to do and to fall back on, and we just walked away. No one came knocking, and guys all get old and die in between, and so many guys went bad in between, and
When you wrote your book, did you get any backlash when you wrote your book?
Lie in the Basement.
Yeah, any of your books? Did you get any type of backlash?
The first book I got a backslash because I'm gone 15 years. I don't know nobody's business, and I wrote about everybody was dead. You know what I mean? I mentioned Blast, but I didn't say nothing bad about him. Really, I just said a few things that were common knowledge, and some close people got mad at me. "Hey, you can't do that because you were there. You can't do that." I said, "But I'm not there no more, man." I said, "I've been gone 15 years. And I didn't say nothing wrong. I'm a writer like everybody else." I said, I didn't get nobody in trouble. I didn't say nothing bad about them. I said bad things about people that are dead. I'm not stupid, man. I'm stupid. I'm not stupid. I wouldn't be here if I was stupid. I said, you shouldn't do that. It's not right. I said, "Okay, no problem." And then the next, I go down the next corner, and the low-key guy wants to tell me stories. He goes, "I got stories for the book." Don't say it's me. I got stories for the book, but I go, you go, wow. So
I got made guys reaching out to me saying, "I want to go on your show, but I don't want the family to know about it."
It's exactly on the low.
Yeah.
One guy hates you, the other guy wants to tell you stories. I don't know. I just push it all off. I make sure that I don't get nobody in trouble. I never got nobody in trouble, and that's my claim to fame here. You know what I mean? I'm a writer like any other jerk writer can write, but being so close. I mean, I could say a lot of things I could say, but it wouldn't help them. It wouldn't help me. So you keep it in a historical content. People who are dead that you can't get them in trouble, and just how it kept on going, and that's why I wound up writing books about. That's what I do. Everybody like it? Nah, a lot of people got fucking opinions, man. But they're probably the biggest losers that you know. You know what I mean?
Everyone's got one, man.
Come on, got an opinion.
you know?
Yeah.
But the thing is, other people's opinions don't matter. Mine's the only one that matters around here.
True. I mean, you ain't
Right?
feeding me. It has nothing to do with you. It doesn't affect you. Your opinion. What's your opinion? Opinion, nothing to me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If I would affect your life or I was doing something, then it was okay. But you want to come out of a, closet and say, "Oh, I don't think it's right." Well, who are you not think it's right, man? You know, you're nothing to me. You know what I mean? So you just get those wrong. You know what I mean? Someone complains about something all the time, especially when you're close to this life. If I was a writer a beat writer for the Post, nobody would say nothing because they can do anything they want. They can do anything they want. They can badmouth you. They can accuse you of things. People are live. They can say anything about anything, and no one says a fucking word. If I say something, everyone, him and her and him, and it has nothing to do with nobody, about somebody who died 10, 20 years ago, the him and her. And so, that's why I don't listen to nobody. I just go on, do what I got to do.
Hey, man, like I said, the only opinion that matters around here is mine. So it's all that matters. So you want to tell the people where they can find your book?
That's true. Yeah, go to Amazon. You can find Amazon. You can find any book I wrote, Frank Dimatteo, or you go on to eBay. I put my own RB. I can sign them. Amazon, I can't sign nothing for nobody. It goes directly to them. So if you go to eBay, you just put my name or the books you're looking for. I think Gallo Crew. You go to eBay, Gallo Crew, pop up, and I'm selling all the books there.
How many books have you written so far?
That Mark
How many?
Mag website. I say 10. I think it's 10.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, 10. Line of Basement was the first. Line of Basement was I liked because that was an autobiography, and I liked that one the best. Then I did Up Mafia, I did Call My Persico, I did The Hitman. I got one coming out this year. It's probably my last with the Kennington, if it is. It's called Red Hook. It's all the guys who came up through Red Hook. Everybody from the turn of the century up. And then I wrote Brooklyn Gangsters, Manhattan Gangsters. Then I wrote, which is one of my favorites, called The War Were Really Cowboys, Life After the Gallows. That was like an autobiography. Then I did a coffee table book. It's called So You Think You're Crazy? Do We Have a Story for You? It's about the Gallo family. It's probably best put together information about the Gallo family. Crew, pictures and news articles. It's about 300 pages. So I'm
Did
pretty
you
proud
ever
of that.
find out about that video?
Listen, man.
Book.
I called Kennington up. They're the ones. They're the bosses there. They get all the money. We get handouts over here. I told them about it. He went on it, and it's up to them what they want to do. Because I have no control over it. When you do a book for a book company, they give you a handout and a thank you, and they run everything. They control everything. When I do a self-published book, which I try to do once every other year, like the Line of Basement, the War Were Really Cowboys, those are all self-published. That's why a lot of people don't know about them, because they go to Kennington, and Kennington shows Pleasant Street Boys and Albert Anastasia and like that. They don't promote your private stuff. So but that's what I do. I do something for Kennington and then something for myself. I do something for Kennington to get the exposure, and then I do something for myself to make $1.
Hey, it all goes together, man. You sell one here, you get your name out over there.
So that's what we do, man. In between, I just I smoke my cigars, I relax, I go to Florida, I got grandchildren. I don't do shit. I don't get involved with nothing, and I pretty much don't talk to nobody no more because I don't want to hear nothing, and don't get nobody's business. I'm a man, always be a man, and I'll just carry myself like a man. And that's it, and live the rest of what I got left, But it was a great story. They were great guys. I missed them all, being old now, a grandparent, would I do it again? I got to be honest with you. Yes, I probably would, because that's how much fun it was. Between the bad times, it was so many good times. I think it was more good times than bad times, and the prestige and the money and the girls and the cars and this youth. Maybe I just want the youth back, maybe it's that, that. But they ask me all the time, and I say, yeah, if we blinked you back to 73, you go in a minute, in a minute. And then I think about it, and I go down. I don't see my grandchildren, and I miss all that. So, not really. I think we just miss the youth, and that's what I probably do miss the most.
You got to experience it, and now you get to relive it through your books.
Exactly. Being part of history. Not knowing it, and then going back and reading all the stuff, and historically, wow, man, it was a ride. It was a big ride. Not too many people could say that. You know what I mean? People that claim to fame that they killed somebody and all of a sudden you're a big shot. I mean, but I roll with the craziest crew that was around. You know what I mean? That was that wasn't chopping people up, if you call that crazy. I don't know. It's different stages.
There's different levels to it, right? The Mayo crew.
Yeah. Different levels of gangster and being a mafia and being gangster and living the life. But
was there any of those people you were around that made you uneasy? Like, I really don't like that guy.
Listen, I didn't like a lot of guys. A lot of guys were really nasty. There was some, not a lot, but a few guys were nasty that my father didn't like, and a few other guys didn't like. But they were part of the crew, and they did what they were, have to be there. And like my father didn't like Peter Greetanopoulos. My father thought he was an asshole. Didn't like him at all. You know what I mean? But Joey loved him. Joey wanted him as a bodyguard. He fought about it all the time. Blair used to tell him, "Don't take him. Take somebody else. Take Ricky. Take that." And he liked Pete. So, but we didn't like Pete. There was other guys there. There was a guy named Mooney down there, John Catrone. My father went to kill him twice and missed. The third time he got him, but the first 2 times he missed. He was just happy that he got him at the end. But everybody hated him. You know what I mean? No one liked him because they had Sammy the Syrian. No one liked him. He was Louis the Syrian, his son, brother-in-law. Louis the Syrian was like a father to us, his conseiller, and his brother-in-law was like a gigerilla. No one liked him. Couldn't even go talk to him. It was just like those nasty gangster guys. L.G. Robinson, we called him. But you get guys like that even in your own thing. But most of the guys were good. We all, everybody got together. Right, treated young guys good. Me being Ricky's son was a feather. It was a plus. They would fuck with you like they did other people because of my father. And so you got away with a lot more. Or they didn't bust your chops as much or whatever. So I was lucky in a lot of ways. I mean.
Yeah, if you weren't his son, they probably wouldn't have treated you the way they did.
No, then they send you out like to go get cigarettes or go get. I mean, they send me for cigarettes and niggas that would lower me on a pole. That's what you do when you're working your way up. But there's ways to do it, and some guys are just bare with their mouth, to the younger guys coming up.
Being disrespectful and things
I didn't have to live through that. Thank God. Because of my father. I mean, it's because of him. He used to, like I said, I'm not a pit bull on his ass. If it was for my father, I would have known nothing about this. I would have known nothing, or anything about it if it wasn't for him. So he's the man.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time, man. This was a great interview, and I'm gonna get it edited up and get it out there for the people.
You got it, man. I'm here. You know that.
Definitely.
I'm out of here. I'm going to fucking Florida. Good.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate you taking the time. And if you guys like this type of content, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. And the link for his book will be in the description of this video. Peace. Thanks, man.
You got it, brother. Give me a